Hey everyone, Andrew Morrison here. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing my part 3 for my astrology forecast, my main predictions and insights of what I really see in the upcoming year ahead for 2022. Now, if you are brand new to me, I help both men and women to help them step into their personal power and their worth so they can elevate their income, wealth, careers, and relationships all through the power of astrology. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, consider subscribing below and make sure that all notifications are also turned on so you never miss a brand new video. And I do post several new videos here on my channel every single week. Now, before I get into the main content for today's video, I do have a few spots and spaces available if you are really needing a reading and consultation. The best way to schedule that is actually sending me a private email on my direct professional email, which is posted down in the description down below. Also found in the description below is a link to my free private Facebook group, and I just wanted to mention this if this does seem of interest as well. So today's episode, I want to start by talking about how in the month of April, there's going to be huge shift, huge change in the energy, the dynamics, the tone of the energy. Again, starting from April, and to be exact, it's around middle of that month. So the middle of April, all the way until the end of 2022, unfortunately, I actually feel like matters and the energy. 2022 is going to be very intense, but especially around April, all the way until the end of that year, of next year, that is. And so, again, I feel like next year is actually going to be even more intense, more explosive. I unfortunately feel like the world will see more catastrophic events, explosive events, more tragedies, more misfortunes, mishaps, accidents, everything like that. If you do live in the northern hemisphere, for example, if you live in America, which a lot of my clients do live in the States. So if you live in the States and you live in a state that's particularly more hot and more humid. Unfortunately, in the summer months of 2022, but particularly I'm looking at July and August. July and August looks very heated. I'm picking up a lot of heated energy. This could also be both literal and figuratively as well, but I definitely feel like next year, 2022, but especially in the summer months and especially in July and August, those that time frame, I definitely feel like will the world will see more heat, humidity, possibly more wildfires again in the summer months. Particularly, I'm looking at, again, July and August. Definitely stands out as more extremes in weather patterns, but especially more heat. I'm just picking up a lot of heat and explosive, fiery weather patterns. And we could also even see more, this could bleed into more volcanic eruptions, for example, as well. So definitely make sure that you are, staying hydrated. You're taking all the precautions. You're staying safe because, again, there's just going to be a lot of heated energy, both literally and figuratively as well. Again, I cannot stress the point that next year, 2022, is going to be very intense, very explosive. This will definitely be a year that there's more aggression and more anger in the air. I just feel like people will be very agitated next year, and this could also manifest with possibly more attacks, terrorism, violence. Um, just all in all, just a lot of intensity will be happening and brewing in the air. And again, I definitely feel like all throughout 2022, on and off, just based on the planetary configuration of next year, again, the world will see more catastrophic events, more accidents, mishaps with transportations, and just really unfortunate events, just a lot of extreme weather patterns, natural disasters, but especially natural disasters that are connected to more heat and fire. Um, One thing that also stands out that I haven't talked about already is that a huge theme for next year, 2022, that also stands out. Next year, 2022, will definitely be the year where the world will actually see even more corruption coming out, more revelations, more informations. Corruption that is particularly connected to matters that are more legal, and this feels like this pertains to like the court systems, corruption in family court system. um, the world will see more secrets involved with corrupt attorneys, lawyers. I just see a lot of corruption particularly connected to matters that are more legal, and this could also be political and government affairs as well. What also stands out in talking about corruption, I definitely feel like next year, 2022, also stands out as the year where the world will see more corruption and revelations regarding human rights abuses, human rights violations, crimes against humanity. But all in all, yes, the world will learn so much about dark secrets and scandals and information coming out, especially in regards to corruption that the world and matters that humanity and the world society never knew about. And that's pretty much all year long, but especially starting when this energy changes in the springtime of 2022, um, extending all the way until the end of next year, we will learn so much um, corruption coming out to the surface. I also want to talk about more about this numerology that I did touch base on in my part one, episode one for my 2022 astrology forecast. So, as you can see, next year is all twos. Two in numerology, it has a lot of different meanings. Yes, on one hand, it can deal with the divine feminine and the divine force, but twos actually denote and is connected to duality. So this yin and yang energy. And threes, as you can see, there's three twos. The number three is the number of manifestation. So next year definitely stands out as the year that, again, there's this yin and yang existence. There's a strong energy of duality. And one book that really comes to mind when talking about this, particularly, is the Stephen book called The Stand, which is all about themes and elements of good versus evil, and basically where humanity and where human beings stand on the spectrum, if they are going to fight for what's good or act more in their lower instincts and their lower vibrations. I just see a lot of this duality energy, and something I did talk about in my part one without getting so much, giving so much away, is that there is a strong humanitarian energy for 2022. That is one thing that, from an astrological standpoint, that is something that's very positive. Next year will be a year where people will be raising their vibrational essence and their state. They're raising their awareness, their consciousness, and really learning more about the truth of the world and the universe, and learning more about spirituality and metaphysics. But again, there's this strong duality energy occurring, and I also say that just because how intense and explosive the energy and how intense and explosive events matters will be unfolding and transpiring next year as well. So I hope you found this part 3, episode 3 to my astrology forecast for 2022 very helpful and informative. And definitely let me know in the comments below what were your key light bulb moments for today's video. What did you like about today's video? And again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, definitely subscribe. This is just part 3, and there will be future updates coming ahead in the near future. And as a friendly reminder, if you are needing deeper help and guidance, I'd love to sit down and work with you one-on-one with a private reading and consultation, and you can send me an email to schedule and book that reading and consultation. Thank you again for listening and tuning in for my part 3 astrology forecast for what's ahead in the upcoming year ahead. And I'll see you in the upcoming videos ahead. Thank you.